we say it's limitless possibilities for media creation, but I think it's truly limitless possibilities for you and me.
Outperform your competitors every time with realistic AI avatars.
Only took the decision to go to market because we knew that we had production level quality 30 days ago. So, but this is the kind of conversation that we're getting. And we were also supporting those conversations with a lot of experience that Doral has in her market and my corporate market in putting ROI calculators. So our aim is with each and every customer to benchmark and compare with where we took them, with where they were, and deliver case studies. So there's going to be a lot of PR with each and every new customer that's on board. So this is one, I love this one. We have a director in our company who is working very heavily with the African diaspora. She's one of the top 100 most influential. She happens to be a board member. She's introduced us to a charity that is global, that is an education foundation working with the BBC, etc. And their CEO, just imagine the guy. He's got people in South America, Africa, all over the world, and they need serious talks to every now and again because he could lose his job if he gets compliance not properly obeyed. You saw what happened to Oxfam. So, you know, but you see him on his mobile phone in his car trying to deliver his message. He's struggling. And he doesn't like presenting, just like Dora said. It's not something that's his day job he signed up for. But he needs it for compliance. They have a huge security issue with fraud. Charities are big victims of fraud. I got onto a call at 2 in the morning and caught red-handed a very slick snake oil salesman trying to get all of their people, and I sort of stopped it in its tracks. So they need that messaging from their CEO, and they need funds. They need increased community engagement. They need to be able to let people know what's happening with the school that they've provided a service or education and transform things. They need lots of that personalised. It's no good just sending an email. They want somebody that's associated with that giving the story. So, what they also needed was not a massive budget to do that. So, essentially, managerial effectiveness, education, and fundraising, easy business case. This is a completely different world, the world of cardboard boxes. Do you know how important cardboard boxes are to us? I know you get too many from Amazon right now, but let me tell you that this company, one of their offices is in Milton Keynes, and they produce a cardboard box. It's about this size. And did you know that cardboard box has to be properly assembled? It's one of the most complex cardboard boxes I've ever seen, because we've done the 3D models on it. It has to be assembled before a plane takes off. A plane cannot take off without one of their cardboard boxes. And they're constantly trying to sell, they're constantly trying to train. They have an international market. So, you know, just think of the air stewardess in Singapore Airlines that's only just passed her English exam that needs to get that cardboard box up. So if we create an avatar of the commercial director and his team, just introducing it and showing how it's set up, whoopee-doo. And we only have to do the design of that once and then convert it to the different languages that they need. And I love this because we had the commercial director meet Doriel. He just couldn't believe that there was something that would stop him having to be filmed. But we could do him in 2.5 hours, and he could front all their sales and marketing. They're constantly doing shows all around the world, and we could do it in any language. With him speaking Hindi, Saudi Arabian, whoopee-doo. So I think those are pretty convincing, and we can move on to, because I agreed these slides with you. What have you done?
We have got some great news, and I do want you to tell the people about what we've done.
I'm sorry, I really was wanting to keep it quiet.
Let them know.
If you insist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make
All
it
right.
happen.
I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag. We launched 30 days ago to get the launch off the ground, and we scored a hat trick. So I held a team meeting and I said, right, we're strapping us into this rocket called MirrorMe. We are going to land on the moon and launch. To me, that would have been good. We landed on the moon with 3 customers.
I've done a lot of video editing before, and the level that our video editors do it at blows me away. So
I'm just looking at I saw the chart with all the different sort of assets that you create. So I'm presuming that we're creating elements in the background.
no,
Yeah, so that it's not just somebody standing in front of the video talking, but
Everything that you
logos
can
and
list, so your backgrounds, your graphics, if we can assemble a range of assets to do that, then you just call those off as Lego bricks. That's all included in the £85 a minute price. But to just add to Doral's point, the level of editing involves not just Adobe but After Effects. We make a really high level edit. People can just use our service, and we can do a basic one. We can give you the green screen file, and you can do whatever you want. That's fine. But if you've got it included in the price, why bother? Have you got better things to do with your time?
so we could speak to you, get a storyboard. See
I was
what it
thinking
is.
more on the basis of sort of having multiple versions with maybe different price point. You know,
So what,
perhaps
like
different
something to go out
geographies.
to YouTube? What do you mean, different formats?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be used up in your minutes though. So let's say you wanted 1 minute in YouTube size,
Yeah.
and then you wanted a 90 seconds one in a vertical one, but maybe so stuck on social media, but a reel. Yes, that would.
Yeah.
You've got 1 minute.
Mark, it's actually a very good question, because in the early stages of when we were forming the product strategy, we came up with basic, medium size and large, just exactly for what you were doing. And then we thought about it. We actually thought, well, actually, to make it perfect and to do all of the extras, that we might as well just have one service, because we know that people can do that, but is that their day job? And so we decided to go ultra simple and not follow the pack and have basic, or we'll just give you a basic background and a green screen, and then you can do anything you want. At the end of the day, the thing that drives it is the text message that you send. That's the currency. It's being relevant, it's being on point. And our service is designed not just to hack around with something that you produced 3 months ago, because you just send us the text if it's got to be modified or there's something in the news, and out pops, for the service, exactly what is on song done. All the editing, if you need the video clip or the background moving or whatever you want. We just thought, let's just make it simple. Let's just give you a simple charge, and that thing I painted, all those things, as long as we can collect all the ready-made assets, it's included. Simples. But we have thought about that, Mark. I think a lot of companies go down, let's do basic and premium, and just stick the needle in on basic and then they'll pay more. We thought, no, we can make this high value and we can cover everything. Simple.
Hello, I'm Faye. Sorry I couldn't get off work early, but maybe I missed this. So I'm building a learning management system which is going to incorporate hyper-personalized learning, so individualized feedback for each of the students on the platform.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if I were to incorporate your AI, would it be able to be a different kind of package where it's ongoing, where like each student is getting a different tweak of the avatar, or is it just going to be pre-recorded kinds of packages?
Yeah, so at the moment we are talking to somebody that's doing the exact same thing that you are. They want to move it on in the future to make it interactive. We said it's not ready yet, So it sounds like what you're looking for is a range of videos to go out to different people, is that right?
Yeah, so typically it'll be like something that a student can interact with as they
Right.
go.
Yeah, that's not, honestly, it's not ready yet. AI isn't there yet. So yes, there are DIY things that will say that they can do it, but it looks super robotic, and I would not put that on the shelf yet. I think this time next year, there's a big race with all these Chinese developers, and someone's going to hit it very soon. It's evolving very quickly. So at the moment, the interactive part is not there yet. What you would need is a bank of videos that would be assigned to, so like a knowledge bank, that instead of clicking and getting a text, they would get an avatar that has been pre-recorded. So at the moment, that's where it's at.
You can use a combination of impersonal or personal avatars with standard AI interactions, chat, etc. And then when you look at what we're doing, I think Doril said it earlier on, the models that we have are, when we think it's ready, we will gradually move interactivity in. It's there at enterprise level, but it comes at a big cost, and it takes a lot of engineering. So I think it will get consumerized very quickly. I would estimate 12 to 18 months, but the first thing is build that personal interview, that style of engagement, and start saving time, and then reinvest in upgrades as you move forward. So we craft what kind of things do you want to go like this, and so we can build a library of different moving shots within that, but also we can look at doing some just bespoke filming, and that's where serialized filming comes in. So you book a day to go through a whole raft, maybe 50, 60 different actions, and build a library so that you would look at the business and where there was some reusability and build that asset library up. And as on the pricing, we've got a set charge per hour to do that kind of bespoke work. But once it's done, you can then produce a request to MirrorMe. That's my script. These are the things I need. This is the PowerPoint. This is the bit where I'm actually at a customer using the equipment. And we've got a good example at the moment. We're in discussion with a coffee making machine company, and they're looking at 3D modeling, but they also want to have demonstrations because they're getting a lot of coffee machines returned, very high-end coffee machines, because users are trashing them because they're not cleaning them properly. So the process is build an avatar training. They've got the training manuals. They need 24 coffee machine training manuals. Look at the models they need in terms of 3D. Look at the things like the cleaning mechanisms, the same on 10 of the machines, and have the man or woman that's demonstrating wearing the same clothes, doing the camera piece, and then doing the filter change. And then you've got that Lego building block. So it's possible within the frame of a studio to do some action, but then I think you have to think clever about how you go wide to capture everything else, whether it's 2D, 3D, or in the filming. But that's what we've been doing all day long, and AI is now a gift. We can really produce.
Yeah, but I mean, just within the MirrorMe package, we would capture you for 2.5 hours, and yes, we would. I've got a lot of things where just images where I'm going, or
Yeah.
and yeah, we can walk you in, walk you out. So some simple stuff that we can do in the 2.5 hours, yes, we can do. But if we have to come out and do something on site, that's something a little bit different. I mean, we're not going to reveal all of our secrets right here, but yes, we can do things remotely. So ideally, I mean, if you're in the UK, we're going to meet you, or you're going to come to us. We're going to get something booked. But if we had to do something outside of the UK, we can cover that.
Anything you touch now in technology that you can buy for $39 a month has amazing capabilities. So I'm not very good as a recording studio engineer, but I can get an app which will give me a massive range of tools to produce my next hit single, including AI. And therefore, when you're trying to do a voice, I work with Doriel on my voice, and it's just like a guitarist working with a recording engineer, going through paragraph by paragraph and twiddling the knobs and trying this, and you really have to be an AI voice engineer to start to really master the quality, and you get this intuition inside you, a gut feel of yes, go with that. And it's the same as a musician would if they were listening to a chord being played, a riff, or the tonality. So that's a very, very good thing that we do. We do it relatively rapidly because we've mastered a whole raft of knowledge and it's not just one tool. You've got that process I talked about. So where is the fault line? Do we need to redo that in order to get 10 times better there? So that's where when I met Doriel, we were already doing some of this, but we fused on the engineering of voice and reality. Our MirrorMe is a fusion of a lot of expertise that's come from a long period of
A lot of blood, sweat and tears.
Yeah,
Brilliant behind it.
It's our Heinz recipe. Now it will get easier, but we will get more advanced, and when it get more advanced and other people are doing similar stuff, we'll go interactive. We want to just keep a country mile ahead in what we're doing. But voice, I've always said before I met Doriel, you can have a grainy, fuzzy video, but if the voice is good, you carry on listening. Radio, hello, radio. We have podcasts where people don't appear on video. The voice is the king.
Really love the kind of business model. I think it's got great potential in terms of marketing strategy to multiple businesses all around. It was in regards to the question over here with regards to the potential of having a kind of like a ChatGPT platform plugin alongside of your avatar. So basically be able to, one, take in information, convert it to text, and then re-enter it into ChatGPT to then provide a response.
Okay, so there's a massive race for this. Everybody wants this, and I think 12 months. I think this time next year that's going to be happening. The video that we started off with was saying that the AI of 2025 is going to kick the butt last year because it's moving so fast. So don't hold me to this, don't shoot me down if it don't happen, but I do think this time next year.
I'm conscious we're now 5 minutes over because of fantastic questions. So I'm going to play one more video, really to thank you for making this launch our dream launch. 30 days ago, we didn't think we'd get 5-10 people, and we've had a great start. There's more food, more drink.
And if you have more questions, because you will think of things as you go home, you'll be like, what about this, what about that? Just message us. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
So,
very transparent.
One more video.
Thank you for making this partnership work.
Yeah.
Only 30 days in.
I know.
Think where we'll be in 3 years.
I know. Let's keep that to ourselves for a little bit.
Yeah. So that's it. MirrorMe.